one right here. What does this kind of mind you of? Maybe the movie Mom and maybe a couple other things in the real life is too? Yeah. Mom charged with throwing a secret alcohol-funded party for teens in her mansion. Yeah. No, not funded fuel, excuse me. My bad. Mom who threw alcohol-fueled teen sex party charge. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Check it out.
Put her a full mask.
Here she is.
To throw a party for children to engage in inappropriate conduct and have them engage in inappropriate conduct as well.
Oh!
It is insane. Shannon O'Connor, party mom in California, is accused of throwing secret alcohol-fueled parties for underage teens in her mansion.
Wow.
And encouraging the juveniles to engage in sex acts.
Whoa!
Some of which were allegedly not even consensual.
Wow!
In her mansion, according to the allegation, this was done for her own gratification.
What?
Also allegedly performed multiple acts online, searches for terms related to the sexualization of minors.
Wow.
You're looking at a monster. This is true. You're looking at a pure monster.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is disgusting, grimy basuda. Basuda.
Los Gatos High School, where two of her sons were enrolled. She would often use Snapchat or text messages telling teens to leave their homes late at night, come to her house where they could drink alcohol that she purchased for them.
Whoa.
Prosecutors say O'Connor hosted the parties for kids, mostly 14 to 15, where she would advocate for juveniles to engage in consensual and non-consensual sex acts, buying vodka and Fireball whiskey. O'Connor allegedly provided the kids with condoms and coached them not to tell their parents about the parties. She also allegedly discouraged the children from calling for help when one of the partygoers would pass out or vomit from drinking too much, authorities said.
Yeah, because she didn't want to get caught.
At one party, O'Connor handed a teenager a condom and pushed him into a room with another drunk teen, officials said, during a New Year's Eve party with about 5 14-year-old children. She allegedly watched and laughed as a drunk teen battered a young girl in bed.
Oh my God!
At one party, in another case, she allegedly brought a drunk teen into a bedroom in her home where an intoxicated 14-year-old was lying in the bed. Afterwards, girl asked O'Connor, quote, "Why did you leave me in there with him?" Question mark. Like, why did you do that? Question mark. Like you knew what he.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I can't believe I'm reading this, hearing this shit. This fucking bitch needs to be locked up for the rest of her life. Oh my God. She is fucking promoting fucking molestation rape. Wow. Holy shit. This is some fucked up shit.
He was going to do to me.
She's tight rape. One more time.
That's a monster.
And bitch, you are a fucking nasty, grimy basuda.
In a parking lot while two other kids were hanging onto the back of the vehicle, obviously not concerned about their safety. One of the two teens hanging onto the back allegedly fell off and was knocked unconscious.
Oof.
At the time, O'Connor convinced police that everything was fine. And she was taking the kids home, but the boy was knocked unconscious, suffered a severe concussion, and was up all night vomiting and experiencing headaches. Prosecutors say, put up a picture again. I wonder, what was it about her that allowed the police to ignore an unconscious teenager and believe her? I wonder. The charges. O'Connor, whose 15-year-old son is one of the victims in the case, is currently facing 39 criminal charges, including felony child abuse, sexual assault,
sexual battery, annoying or molesting a child, and providing alcohol to minors.
O'Connor has pleaded not guilty all charges against her and is scheduled to appear in court for a hearing on November 6th. Earlier this year, O'Connor was hospitalized after 5 female inmates at the Santa Clara County Jail allegedly beat her in a vicious and unprovoked attack.
Ah! I wonder why. I bet you 10-1. These inmates probably heard where her case is, probably got a hold of her papers, and found out the fucked up she did. And these bitches are like, oh, hell no. Hell no. We're gonna put a beat down this fucking bitch. They probably realize, say, bitch, what if that was my fucking child? Huh? Yeah, you can get dealt with, bitch. I bet you 10-1.
Okay. So where do you start? Well, let's start with the fact that at one point there's adverse police interaction.
Mm-hmm.
A police officer has the opportunity to stop a whole lot of this from happening in the future if the cop looks at the evidence. I guarantee you, if, let's say, O'Connor was of a different hue, that evidence would have been looked at significantly. How many times have we seen police officers engage in extreme action against a black mother for nothing, or what turned out to be nothing? This was...
Yeah, absolutely nothing. And I've seen it videos. I've done stories where cops, I mean, literally gunpoint abuse mothers, you know, for simply petty bullshit, or because maybe the mother got in an argument with a child, or she just, or it's like she left the kid alone for a couple of seconds.
Was a something, and somehow she was able to talk herself out of any criminal punishment or penalty. And then the severity of it, the extreme.
You know, I bet she talked her way out of it. She thinking, she probably downplayed, saying, "Oh, this is my son. He fell asleep and passed out. He's just a little tired." Yeah.
Nature of this, having them come to her home, her mansion, involving her own children, engaging not only in this extreme criminal behavior, but
yeah. And she's sitting there promoting, enticing molestation of rape of underage teenagers. Like you heard, like you said, she hands there's an underage girl passed on the mattress in the bed. Hands the boy and said, "Here you go, have fun." Yeah, sodomizing an unconscious 14-year-old girl. And you know, she like that. She's sitting there like enticing, like it's okay, like it's funny for these underage girls get raped by the underage boys. Fuck out of here. You know, that's why it fires me up so much. Because when I went to Mount Tahoma, I was friends with a girl. I mean, her and I were very good friends. And some boys came from Lincoln. We had a big ride from Lincoln High School, from the other side of the trash, like down at East 38 down there, near like Pacific Avenue. Yeah, 3 boys came from Lincoln High School, and I was about ready to go to class during lunchtime. And 3 of these boys went into the bathroom and took this girl and locked her and fucking raped her. That's why it pissed me off so much, because I knew this girl. She was terrified. She didn't want to go back to school for the rest of the year. She was so tormented. It affected her. And the boys that did that to her were also underage. Think it's funny like that because, you know, we always had like, you know, friendly rivalries like our football team better than your football team. You know, our basketball better than your basketball team. We got a better, we got more of a hyped up pep band than your pep band, shit like that. But the fact, you know, they had to ticket shit like that, and, you know, to rape an innocent girl that I knew, and she was one of my classes.
Setting up individuals under her authority to be violated, as if she's
violating in the most heinous ways.
You can trust her, and then she lures you in and sets you up. This is a monster.
Disgusting monster.
I do these stories
she
to remind
everyone. She is a grimy
that
basuda.
monsters come in all shapes and sizes. and would typically engage in behavior in order to be trusted by those.
And like he said, you know, there are, it's sometimes you find so fascinating. Yeah, monsters do come all shapes and sizes and forms as well. I mean, you look at a person and you're thinking, it's like judging a book by its cover. You look at a person like, oh my God, this dude looks like a fucking creep. But he could be the nicest gentleman, kindest heart. He'll treat you. I mean, he will roll out a red carpet, do anything for a woman. But you look at another guy. Oh, he's a nice guy. He's got a nice job, dresses professionally. Oh, everybody in the community loves, yeah, but that guy could be a fucking rapist and a creep. And it goes for women too. Women have dark demons in them. And there's many cases. Mary Kay Letourneau is in one.
They victimize. Ben, thoughts?
Doc, she was beaten in jail, it said, in an unprovoked attack. I wouldn't call it unprovoked.
No, exactly, Ben.
She provoked it by being somebody who decided to ruin the lives and innocence of...
Exactly, Ben. Right there. Right there. That's what I say. She probably thought when she was hot shot like that, you know, like that. And I bet you 10 to 1, those 5 inmates, those 5 women, when they probably got a hold of her papers, found out what her charges was like that, then they're like, hell no. They probably put her a serious beat down to teach her a lesson. And I bet they told her, they probably said, bitch. I said, I hope to God it's not my child. If it's my child, I will put a beat down you would never, ever seen like that. Because I bet you're teaching a lesson like, what if that was my daughter that you let that boy raped?
Of so many children that were trusted to her care.
Yeah.
Including her own children. I mean, monster is putting it lightly.
Exactly.
She is a depraved, disgusting devil of a human being.
And that's the thing. I was like that. You always think like, you know, when the sun sets, it comes nighttime, monsters go bumping the wall.
And you're also right. You know, the cops came there, and what did they see? Oh, just a child that was knocked unconscious from falling.
Yeah, and I bet you, she probably lied and said, "Oh, he passed out. He's tired. He's sleeping." Okay, okay, we'll just get him home. Make sure he goes to bed.
Outside of a car.
Yeah.
You don't get knocked unconscious when you're inside of the vehicle.
No.
It happens when you're hanging off the back of the car. It's the most endangering behavior possible. You couldn't find something worse. I guess maybe it's not as bad as finding a little bit of weed in someone's car who is not endangering the lives of any unconscious minors. But it's close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Obviously, this is going forward in the criminal justice system. She has pleaded not guilty. We will follow this.
Yep, and if there's any updates, you bet you're going to be dropping another video about that. You know what? If I was a judge, I would lock her sorry ass up for a long time. And I mean a long time. She needs to do at least a life sentence. I wouldn't say a natural life, but I would say at least a life sentence, 25 years at the minimum. That's just my opinion. And with that said, I'm out of here, my child. Peace out.